Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. Today, we become, well, maybe become immortal once again. If we do become immortal, here's my compromise, right? So, yesterday I floated the idea of doing constant invasions to keep the difficulty high, to keep things constantly kind of on a knife edge, lots of tension, lots of war, that type of thing, and, you know, dealing with rebellions and all of that stuff, sort of setting a natural challenge for us there. But also, we're potentially gonna become immortal, which is going to take the edge off of that challenge, because our ruler is obviously going to get the long reign bonus. He's going to build up a lot of opinion with a lot of vassals, and he's just going to become more and more powerful as time goes by, unless he becomes CK+ or something like that. But even then, it doesn't really matter because he's immortal. So what I'm thinking is, if our guy does become immortal, change tactics so that rather than just invading places like SoCal, for example, which are on our borders but aren't super relevant, instead aim for the religion. Go all the way across America, all the way to the other side of the United States, the United States, grab our holy sites, make the religion hierocratic. I think that's one way you put a guy in charge, isn't it? And we put Lord Admiral Party Ring, who at that stage would be immortal, as the Thelema, the Queen's representative on America. What the fuck is this? Sympathy for old world culture. Oh, right, because we did the Mystic event. Right, okay, yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's just, you know, base game CK2, whereby you become sympathy for whatever the Mystic happens to be. There we go. So that's the plan, at least. So if we do end up becoming immortal, we'll rush you down and set him up as the head of the religion, the Queen's chosen candidate on these fair American soils. I think that might be a nice, good twist to things, because that way, not only are we not being the head of the religion, which is super OP, but we're not being another immortal character, which is super OP, but he's still there. You know, this old character that we've built up that I know a lot of people will be attached to will still kick around and still have an importance in the gameplay. So I think it's a nice compromise. Anyway, we've actually got to get there first, so that's kind of wishful thinking, maybe. Chief Dorian joins you after supper one evening. He initiates a conversation about the status of trade in the round, but you notice that he seems distraught. You interrupt Dorian and demand to know why he sought you out. My lord, I fear for your life, he says earnestly. Who is this sacrilegious heathen you have invited to our court? Her promises are sweet, I'm certain. Okay, so he wants to investigate the Mystic, basically. This character who I'm almost certain is a genuine mystic, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I'm going to say, I'm sure you're overreacting. We'll piss off our random, you know, distant kinsman who kind of likes us enough. He's a vassal of a vassal anyway. I'm sure you're overreacting. Doesn't really matter. If he was maybe a king or a high, powerful duke, maybe I would have changed tactic a little bit with that and said, like, okay, fair enough, go and investigate her. So with the raid, then we're actually doing a really good job here. Sorry, with the various sieging, we've only got a few more provinces. What, like a handful, maybe like 6, 7, 8 provinces left now. We've got to go and counter siege this one because they're gonna finish that one before we finish this one. But besides that, it should be just a fairly straightforward war we've got left to do here. Actually, it's growing older. I could see that Kong. No, thank you. Have we not got a court shooter again? Let me settle this shit back up because I feel like I've ignored this for quite a long time where we've been at war and things like that. Right, there you go. We got you as well. Master of the Boat. I should be a bit more careful about this these days, actually, and try and make sure that we're not getting any rebellious vassals so much, because if we are going to try and do this one invasion a day, even if it is a one invasion a day towards the religious holy sites, I'm going to have to be somewhat more careful about who we set up to do what. We need to make sure we've got someone who's patient. Diligent is an absolutely incredible trainer there. Alright, and then Squire as well. What about our heir? Oh wait, he's got a duchy. Why has he got a duchy? Why have you got a duchy? What? Wait, was that not the title that was usurped yesterday by that random... I have no clue. I have no clue what's going on with that, but he's not a very good kid regardless. We still need a better son. She's 39. Ah, shit. I'm thinking we might have to flip back over to Seduction or something like that for the time being. We've got 6 more years out of Empress Yakult here. Okay, let's see if we can get another... All we want is that Prodigy Genius to lead the round, to take our... Oh, I mean, to be honest, if our guy does turn out immortal, it's going to be fucking hard to beat an immortal Prodigy. So a powerful Prodigy would be a nice sort of... a nice compromise there, I think. Come on, you've got to do this for us. Right, how are we looking on this siege here? Because this bit's the important one. In honor of the ancestors, do we want to sacrifice an antelope, a field of crops, a man... Oh, she's asking what we see. Right, got it. I think... Finest grain from Skegness. I don't remember whether or not there is a correct answer for this, but I'll assume the one that gets us into massive amounts of debt is the correct answer. I honestly should remember by this stage. This is how we got Julius Nepos' immortality. An antelope. How curious. Come on, don't fail. Don't fail. I mean, if it does fail, it's not... Oh, there we go. We succeeded anyway. Thank you for having me do this. Game World Marshal, and we are through to the next step. The next step can kill us dead of the... So for those who don't know, with the immortality, then there's actually one per trait. So we're doing the martial one right now. There's also one for diplomacy, which is where I believe you go on the on the Fellowship to go and get the golden apple. You have to convince your troops to follow you willingly and to get you the apple willingly, that you deserve immortality, basically, which is why it's diplomacy. There's an intrigue one, there's a learning one, blah, 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 blah. But this one is the martial one, where we have to prove, you know, how tough we are, or how brave we are, or whatever else. The next event can kill us, which I'm sure we'll see in a second. Your vassal, he wants land. Absolutely not. We're not just going to give out any land to anyone asks. So if these guys want to keep counter siege and everything, it's not a big deal, because we can just... Excuse me, why is my assault button not working? Oh, there we go. It's working now. All right, sure. Oh, good God. Heavy downpour. Now a heavy landslide has stepped to the heart of the province. Try and save these people. A random building has destroyed... Oh, God. Save the people or lose a building. Either way, it's going to get us into even more fucking debt. To be honest, I don't really give a shit about the people. I'd rather save the building and sacrifice 3 randomers. Well, that was a bit visceral. Fucking hell, I wasn't expecting that paradox. Save these people, otherwise they will drown instantly. Marking massive... Okay, I really don't care about... Like I said, during war, maybe certain events should just be pinned for later. And then afterwards, there's like an outliner of all the things you missed during your war. Because it's just not really particularly good to be commanding troops and then to have a pop-up about some random dude on the other side of the planet who wants to have a city of his own. It is a little bit... That's something I'd love to see change for CK3, which is definitely not coming out. Okay, here it is. The Sacred Jar. She knocks on her door one evening carrying a large ceramic jar, animal motifs and ornaments encircling it, puzzles you invite her to pull out 2 chairs. She removes the lid from the jar, you hear a hissing noise, a large snake spring launches at you, and you are left to your instincts. Grab the snake by the neck. You attempt to wring the neck of the snake, risking its venomous fangs, which is more likely to succeed. This seems dangerous, or you reach for a heavy object. Both can succeed. Both are somewhat dangerous. This one is safer, but obviously has a higher chance of failure. As in, like, the snake will just slither away and she'll be like, oh, you are disgraceful, a dirty, awful, naughty boy. Or we grab it by the neck and kill it dead. I'm going to go for this one, but as you can see there, risking its venomous fangs, this is how we die. Come on. Come on. I believe. We actually did it. Whoa, we actually did do it. So wise Biden as you, with the speed of a heron, reach out and grab the snake by the neck. The creature writhes in your hand and you proceed to slam it against the table hard. In a state of panic, you repeat the action several times before you hear a steady voice. Master, the soul is gone. You can let it go. You did good. Superman does good. We did well. The snake is limp in your hold. Your palms are sweaty. Knees weak. That was intense. We gained the trait Brawny. Wow, that is very good. We just gained Brawny from that for free. 32 Marshal. Party ring. The chosen one. The chosen one. All he had to do was... We actually might become immortal at the rate we're going. I'm almost certain she's a real mystic as well. So if she is a fraud, which is the official sort of terminology for it, if she is a fraud, there is a 95% chance of failure in the last event no matter what. So even if we do incredibly well during all these other hard steps of immortality, the last step we can just fail at, because at the very, very start, when the original character was spawned in your court, you could just have gotten unlucky, and that's all there is to it. I don't believe she is, because she's got incredibly high stats. So I think the chance of her being a fraud at this point is very, very unlikely. But I'm not sure I want to play as a mortal character. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Like I said, if we do end up, we'll make sure we abdicate him out, so that we're not stuck as playing as him for the next sort of rest of the campaign. Trial of Faith. When you are after a long wait are summoned, okay, should be some comments in there. Summoned to her chambers again, you are excited. What mystical challenges lies ahead of you this time? Magic, she says. Okay, so this is it. This is the final challenge. We can drink the liquid. It will potentially kill us, but there's also a chance of something incredible happening. Or, this sounds potentially dangerous, we pretend to drink the liquid and just lay down anyway. I think we need to do for this one, but if it is a fraud, I think it can kill us dead. You are so wise, so powerful, so lovely. I trust you. Oh! Well, that was it. Oh my god, that was actually it. Shit. Okay, well, there we go. Holy fuck, that's ridiculous. You're floating in space. When you turn around, it feels like you're moving underwater and can't make a sound. There's a melody in your head and you can't quite wrap your head around it. I thought we'd failed then. It is both soothing and frustrating, pulling at you, drawing at you. Suddenly, you are moving at incredible speed. Just as you are trying to catch a glimpse of the spot of light you're shooting towards, you realize it is you, yourself, lying on the floor. She leans over you, trying to wake you. You crash your own body. At first breath, you feels magnificent. The seed of life is in you still. Winky face. And I don't think you're the only one in there anymore. A winky face? Oh, God. My ancestors. I can feel them. We're immortal. We have a bloodline. It's just that easy. It's literally just that easy. Welcome to CK2. Well, that's fucking ridiculous. My God. Yeah, immortal blood of Lord Admiral Party Ring. Holy shit. I wonder if they made it easier in this, because I'm genuinely quite surprised that we managed to do that. It's like an 80% failure chance, and I guess she must have been a legitimate mystic too. Am I allowed to check now? I just want to check for posterity's sake, just to sort of, right, let's, excuse me, just ignore that. Yeah, diversity, physique, and then eternal life mystic. She wasn't actually a fraud. Well, obviously not, because, well, there is still a very, very small chance of succeeding, even if she is a fraud, but I guess we just got lucky with that one. Holy shit, well, sure, makes our lives a little bit easier, but like I said, we don't want to play as an immortal character forever. I can't believe that. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't want to play as an immortal character forever again. So chances are what we will do is... Oh, nice. We've got a load of troops reinforced again. What we'll do is just now conquest over to the holy sites, because this is kind of killing two birds with one stone anyway, sort of forcing the holy sites to play. Go over to the holy sites and make Lord Admiral Party running the sort of pope of this head of the religion over on the American continent. I think that's a much, much better idea, rather than stop playing as this guy forever, because I imagine people get kind of bored with him eventually. He's still got a good story to tell for now, but then after that, who has a better story than Lord Party Ring? Please don't, please, I can't take it anymore. My heart still hasn't recovered. And I believe that is that. So let's go ahead and just to make sure, I imagine I probably missed like a tiny little island in the arsehole or nowhere or something like that. Market of special interest. Offer peace, enforce demands. He's unlanded. No, we actually got everything. My god, we actually did get everything there. Look at that. What is a California revolt? Is that against me? There is no California. Californian revolt? Excuse me? Who are you revolting against? Oh, the Celestial Emperor. Oh, right. Okay. Well, this is the last bit of tidying up we've got to do there. But my god, we actually have the whole coast now. The whole west coast is ours. That's very, very nice. All the way from Mexico to Canada. My god, good work, team. Okay, let's tidy up this very... sort of annoying religious uprising we've got. Where is that? It's on Vancouver Island. Right, so we've got to go to the other side of the continent now. Rush as fast as your little legs will carry you. We'll stop this one. Then we've got to start working on the religious aspect of things, I guess. So I don't think in CK2 ever we have built a dynasty this strong and this powerful before. So over the course of how many generations we're looking at now? That's four generations. So starting with this guy was our character's great-grandfather. So over 4 generations, we've built this dynasty up to have 340 total members, 209 living members right now. Here's the best part. Let's go to the dynasty map mode. On any map mode in CK2, just in case you didn't know, you can control-click on a thing and it'll break it down into its subsections, right? So say we want to see, for whatever reason, the dynasty's in control of that, we can click on it and it'll break it down into its sub-ones. Watch this. We control-click on our own dynasty. Boom. So all of this is streamer dynasty controlled. Not including us, obviously. So that's pretty ridiculous. You can see that it's very much just split between these guys in the blue and then us in the red. And that's the entire dynasty has all of that. And then you can even control click it again and you'll see that there's only one vassal, sub-vassal, who's not of our dynasty there, House Waterhouse there. But the rest are streamers and the vassals of those guys are also streamers. Unbelievable. This is actually kind of insane, and you can sort of see from that, I mean, the house prestige is going to be ridiculous. The houses, Howd counties, 182. Howd baronies, 102. Duchies, 40. That's insane. Howd empires times 5? Wait, we have 5 empires? What the fuck are you talking about? Is it because we have 5 empires worth of land, or what? That's very strange. That's incredible stuff, though. Holy shit. Howd empires, Howd kingdoms, Howd duchies, Howd counties, and Howd baronies. Unbelievable. I'm very interested to see quite how large we can build the dynasty, but I think we are going to have to start landing other people because I'm more or less out of candidates now until the next generation grows up. There's a lot of males of our dynasty still unlanded, but that's almost everybody who was above the age of, well, capable of holding land there. As you can see, the rest are all kids, so I'd rather not land those if possible. Right then, so I guess now we are on Operation... Oh god, we've got to make all the duchies too, but obviously I couldn't afford that. We're still just, oh my god, perfectly our vassal limit there as well, so we don't have to worry about duchies. So we need to start heading over to the other side of America. How on earth are we going to do that? Because unfortunately, all these kingdoms that we wanted to conquest, or like the Seven Kingdom War or whatever I was talking about last time, is not really possible anymore because of Gavelkind. So we want to get over to this side of America as soon as possible. So what are we looking at here? So we've got actual Washington. Okay, that's a pain in the ass right there. So we've got Washington, we've got the Bronx, we've got Cambridge. So it's all very much just northeast coast there. Scarborough, which I assume... Okay, up in Toronto, okay. We pronounce that Scarborough. I'm sure you say something incredibly different up in Canada. And then the glebe, the glebe. I don't know how you say that one either. But it's all in this area. Okay, sure. So I'm thinking... We got a couple of ways we can approach this. We could war through this area. So, up through Deseret, through whatever this kingdom is called, Comancheria, Jacinto, the Papacy, the Holy Colombian Confederacy, and then head up through there. Or, instead, we go across North America. Now, ideally, I want to miss out on the sort of Michigan area, because it's a complete fucking state. Michigan, Chicago, anywhere around here is a complete, just a patchwork blanket of provinces I don't want to get involved in. So, if we can avoid that, and instead go for... Oh, man, I don't know. We go through Iowa, Chicagoland, Kentuckiania, and then it's still... I think, honestly, the safest bet is go via this massive empire that's the Holy Colombian Confederacy. Because by the time we actually get up to those guys, they might have conquested more and more north. Like, they're already much beyond their borders anyway. So, this could work in our favor. And then all we've got to do is, like, conquest Gotham. That'll give us a couple of our holy sites there. Hudsonia gives us access to the other ones. I think that's the safest bet. So, starting off then... I guess we'll go with Deseret, because we have borders with those guys. Take this one out next. Comancheria. Does that give us a border with... It still doesn't give a border with the Holy Colombian Confederacy. I'd like to kill the Papacy, just because I feel like that would deal a pretty big blow to Christianity, which is, of course, going to be a big issue going forward here, because there's a lot of Christian religions in this sort of center area. Anyway, for the time being, let's deal with these rebellions. Let's get a bit of religious... Oh, shit. Hydra rebels taking arms. Okay, cool. That's San Juan Islands. Where? Sorry? Canuck land holders. Where is that? All the way up here. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I'm not worried about that one too much. So we're heading that way anyway. Let's get the retinue also reinforced as soon as we can afford it, I guess. Because right now we're looking at... it's basically fully reinforced as it is. So it's not going to be costing us any money. It's just a real shame that we can't really do much to help out. Sorry, did I say she was Pregananant? That's very nice news. That's actually fantastic. Hopefully we can get that prodigy genius son before this all comes to an end. Before, you know, by which I mean before she gets too old to have kids. To be fair, it has been like 3 years over that small period of time there. Small kitty is demanding your attention. Pat the kitty. Allow the kitty to follow us home. Kick the kitty. 25% chance of getting one-eyed is so fucking good. I kicked the cat. What shall you do? What did that do for us? Oh, we got cruel? What, for kicking a cat? You think I'm cruel? That's ridiculous. What are you talking about? I'm a streamer. I'm allowed to abuse animals. Oh, God. Roll credits. Roll credits. Ah, the Celestial Emperor. What do you want? Celestial Standing the Usurper. You have nothing. Oh, California. Right, they took control of the Celestial Emperorship. So he's no longer a figurehead emperor. Interesting. Okay, Stanley the Usurper. So who was the last guy that got deposed then? I guess it'd be that fella. Prefect Brittany of the Equinox Isles. Okay, then. So, to be fair, we actually want to take these guys out eventually. Oh, God, I'm going to lose that war with these guys. Ah! What happens if they win? Against 100. I don't give a shit about that. Takes occupied titles. No. Minus authority. Vassalize will take it. No. It's going to take everything in Victoria. Run! Fly, you fools! Okay, that's good. Slow them down. Reduce the food rations. I don't really care too much. Ah, fuck. Keep the information to myself. Don't really care. Charge. Party ring on the center. Let's get my good friend, Tenant, and a colon. Welcome, a colon. Sorry, I was trying to... Is that a real name? I apologize if that's your real name you're watching right now. More Canuck Rebels? Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with that in a sec. Okay, so these guys first. Wait, are these guys the bad guys? No, they're not even the bad guys. Where are the bad guys? Those ones. Okay. We can get over there. Just counter siege very quickly. Ah, piss off. Counter siege very quickly. And we should be able to... Come on. Oh! My God, that was close. Did you see that flip over to 100% for about 2 seconds? Holy shit. Don't bother counter siege anymore. It's just to get a little bit of Crusade of Quebec. I don't care. We were just trying to get a little bit of extra headroom there so that we can go in and kill the armies. That should... There we go. Okay, now this other war is a little more significant for hopefully obvious reasons. Bear in mind they've got something like 15,000 men right now, and they're probably going to reinforce even more before we can get to deal with them. Skegness, get the fuck. Let's get armies in Portland, I guess. That's not Portland. Well, it's close enough. Fine. Get those together. Let's take the retinues. Give me all the boys. All the boys and bring them that way. Lose straight greedy. I didn't want to lose straight greedy. I'm going to be frank. Okay, that's fine. Betrothed can marry. Whatever. I don't know who you are, and I don't care. Request military training. Do it. I want to become a formidable fighter as well, especially if we're immortal, because the only thing that kills us at this stage is a good old head chop off. Decapitation, I think they call it. You're a pretty good spy master. Let's make sure he likes us somewhat. He does. Actually, the council are pretty happy. What about our vassals, then? How are we looking? You know what? Things are nowhere near as bad as I thought. We've got 2 vassals that dislike us. Both of them are separate religions that we conquested and vassalized in their entirety. And to be fair, given history, they're probably a little bit pissed off that it's happening for a second time. So you know what? Credit to those guys. Kind of understandable why they don't like us. Young Heston has finished his education in the ways of intrigue. Good. Who are you? What do you want? You want your son, my distant kinsman, to marry my daughter, your distant kinsman. I love it. Inbreed for the queen. That's we just call that Saturday here. Novice Grifflet thinks that you should spend some time in meditation to sharpen your senses. Your gut tells you he knows what he's talking about. Your gut tells you that he doesn't know what he's talking about. My God, talk about mixed messages. Ignore his advice, because I assume it'll have the same outcome either way, but I don't want content, so I think we're gonna say no to that one, Chief. Thank you. Okay, I will take Deceitful. If we can get Deceitful, I'm very happy about any intrigue bonuses we can take, given that we are... I mean, chances are we've got a big old red cross on our back that says, shoot me. Let's not go near any grassy knolls. Okay, how are we looking? 21,000 men should be more than enough. I'm hoping to bring this rebellion to its knees. And then we've got to go deal with... So that's really fucking loud. That's really loud compared to everything else. We've got to go deal with the Celestial Emperor. I know I said I was going to go for the Holy Sides, but just dealing with this guy first. Otherwise, it's going to be like the Pope in the base game, whereby he constantly attacks you. Say you've got, you know, Rome. If you're playing as Rome, you're playing Hellenic, whatever. The Pope will just occasionally declare war on you, like every 2 or 3 years, like clockwork, because you have a site that he wants. It's kind of a pain in the ass. So I might just go and deal with that guy so we don't have to worry about him as we go forward into the campaign. Okay, here we go. We should have them quite easily here, because we have a load more. There we go, problem solved. Okay, Celestial Emperor is at 41% war score already. What the hell? Okay, that was fast. Let's get everyone to go back here. What's he sieged? Oh, it's just a county conquest. Wait, really? Yeah, it's actually just a county conquest, and he's got the whole county siege, which explains a lot. All right, then. I guess seeing as... I mean, we could just drop our troops and raise them again. Although, due to enemy occupation, that was probably a terrible idea. Nah, it's not that bad, actually. Right, get rid of that one. Let's go back to Skegness. Let's raise all of our troops, and let's see if we can't kick this Emperor off his ass. I've also re-enabled the Society rank up alert, because I feel like at this stage, we're probably a good enough duelist to be able to potentially get up to those higher ranks, you know? For the first time this entire campaign, we'll be able to break past rank 2, seeing as we've never actually done that. Although it would suck if we did die in a duel, because, like I said, that's kind of the only way we can actually die. A foreign merchant shipwreck off the coast of San Francisco. I would like to... No survivors means I keep the salvage. 5% chance of paying off all our debts and being able to get Greedy back, which would be very, very nice. Okay, I'll take that. We actually did get Greedy back, too. We didn't get much gold out of it, but Greedy is more than enough. Oh, my God, we got Zealous back, too. Wow. 34 Marshal now. Holy shit, this guy's doing a lot better. This is definitely a step in the right direction, huh? Right, let's go for Monterey. Let's knock these guys on their ass. Thank you. Nora's advice, I would rather not become arbitrary when we've got half of the round going to shit anyway. Screamed at them. Morale of armies is lower, but it doesn't matter. As long as we're leading the troops. I'm building specifically shock retinues now for the heavy infantry. That way we're going to be super, super powerful with our own direct leader, prime leader, whatever it is, warrior leader stuff as well. I will hold a festival to the Queen to ensure these good times keep coming. Lose 50 gold, but we gain 5 piety. You know, it's what the Queen would want. By festival, we're actually going to eat the flesh of the traitorous Americans within our realm. Okay, this is an interesting compromise. So we got 50% of getting Wrath, which will give us more Marshal. Oh my God, this character is so good compared to what we were playing as. It just occurred to me, like, the last character before this guy's dad, I think it was, had what? Barely struggling to hit 10 in all stats. I mean, didn't even hit 10 in all stats, let's be honest. This guy is so far ahead. I was going to say Wrath would lower our diplomacy, but we've actually got alright diplomacy. 50% of gaining Wrath, or 50% chance of improving your fighting skills. We did gain Wrath, so I assume that means we've got to do even more training now to get up to the next level. So the way it works is, as I've said before, that 50% chance doesn't mean that you would have guaranteed to upgrade from a skilled fighter to a formidable fighter. It's essentially like a secret background variable that ticks up. So you might need to complete that event sort of 10 times to level up from level 3 to level 4 in your combat training. So it's not just as straightforward. It's not like we missed out on anything major there. We still got to do it loads anyway. Ooh, okay. Go on then. Go on then. Kill me dead. We can use our influence to just straight up pass to the next rank. I don't think we need it. I honestly don't think we need it. We're 127 personal combat. Oh God, what have we got? Chest pains. Oh shit. What's the champion? So the champion, the guy in charge of the whole guild, has 102 personal combat, and he's only a skilled tactician, and he's the same level of fighting as us. So I think as far as things are going here, we're probably okay. Just I mean, his second only has 52 personal combat as well. I think we're fine. I think I'm just going to ask for a duel. It's 103. Okay, right. Makes fucking perfect sense. All right, skip the duel engine. We're fine. We're good. Nice work. He's demoted to veteran. That's the only complaint I've got about the society, is that the duels are very, very tough as well. But I suppose it's kind of high risk, high reward. if you fail, you go down a rank, which is an interesting mechanic, but it does punish you a lot if you fuck up. So not only do you get wounded, potentially die, but you do lose rank. Obviously, you probably wouldn't care about your rank so much if you were dead, but not only do you get, like, wounded, maimed, you know, lose some prestige, whatever, but you also go down a rank and get set back that however many years. It's a very strict and difficult society to play in. The rewards are okay. I suppose you can metagame it, like, you know, with the training and focus on just getting traits out of that, like Erudite is on there, Zealous is on there, Brave is on there. Focus on getting those rather than, you know, specifically trying to go for the martial bonuses. And you could probably get a lot out of it if you did want to metagame it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, especially because the endgame bloodline for the Orders of Chivalry, so you get the Grand Champion. So Champion repels his pretenders 10 times without defeat, which is obviously quite difficult in this from what we've seen so far. Then you get a bloodline. But the bloodline isn't super fantastic either. I think it needs to be a lot stronger to say that it's very difficult to get up to that stage. Or, in the base game, it's actually kind of a lot easier if you're already, say, North, for example. Join the Berserker's Lodge, get all of the bonuses out of that, and then join this. You're already a fucking powerhouse. I mean, like I said, we've seen characters in our previous series just playing base game CK2 that have had 300, even 400 personal combat times with Igor Thrug. Your core physician, High Chief Guy the Suspicious, has come to see... Really? High Chief Guy the Suspicious comes to see you and offers treatment for your illness. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh my god, look at this guy. Powerful, quick, and shrewd. This is the type of character we want for our next heir. He's like us, but better, because he's just got naturally powerful. Shame about his shitty education, though. My god, this character's good. And this guy, you got to remember, is completely random. Not related to us, not even a remotely close relative. So it's not like this guy's a result of our eugenics game. This is just the AI being fucking smart. Powerful, quick, and shrewd is insane. He actually is just better than us. That's so good. Wow. Oh, well, technically he's only got genius, but we have Prodigy, so we're slightly smarter, but he is so good. Fucking hell. Does he like us? He does like us a lot. You know what, Guy that's suspicious? You're maybe not as suspicious as people make you out. Let's see what... As long as you know what you're doing, there's no need to risk it when we are immortal. In fact, there's no need to really do anything about it besides getting the stats back. Charge his island down. We're going to come back here with an invasion force next time. We're gonna kick him out of here, because this is ridiculous. Minus 10%. How? Oh, is this ours? Oh, right, that's ours. Okay, fair enough then. Sorry, let me just quickly go and deal with that. Hello. Right, we're here to, sorry, if you could leave. If you guys could piss off. How much money is he going to give us if we win? 100 gold. Oh, is that all you can spare? You selfish shit. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Let's... I kind of want to keep the boats here for the time being, because we've already raised them, right? They're getting us into a shit ton of debt. That plus the retinue reinforcement costs are a little expensive. So let's drop this. Let's declare war on the Celestial Emperor immediately. We're not at truce with him. He's at truce with us. We're not at truce with him. Let's go invasion. Let's take everything he's got left. It's only this little bit of Mexico, and then, of course, is a little island over here. So I guess we'll just go for this invasion here, so that if we do have to surrender out for whatever reason, massive uprising, massive external war, you know, lots of people gang up on us, the brown breaks, but whatever, then we can probably surrender out a lot quicker. So I'm going to go for... Oh, or if we do need to surrender out, sorry, we get more land. Let's go for that one. Let's get on the boats. Let's send these guys over immediately, and then we'll drop the boats after this is... after we've sieged it down, get the troops off of that land. Or in fact, I might just leave them there, just to ensure that it doesn't counter-siege or anything like that. Then we can drop these boats and not spend a fortune on keeping bloody boats raised. Okay. And then I need to not go to war for ages, because our vassals probably hate us from the amount of time we've had their levies raised. Right, come and drop these guys over here. Broker arrives. Excuse me? Mysterious traveler arrived in your court requesting permission to reside there for a while. Oh, right, he's another consumerist. This should, in theory, be super easy, because the majority of their troops were coming from their capital, which our retinues are just parked on now. So, I think, with a little bit of super quick... sieging? How the hell did I forget that word? With a bit of super quick sieging, we should be able to finish this up and not start an episode in the middle of an invasion like we have been every single bloody day. Bless these guys. I don't care. I don't care about those guys. Court Chaplain, welcome aboard. You should be proselytizing always. I need to focus on that a bit more. Hey, you know what? We've grabbed a fair amount of religious land here, or we've done a fair amount of religious conversion. Nowhere super important, I will admit. But it is a fairly good start to say that we really haven't been focusing on it super strictly there. Okay, so, you guys move south, and this should be a very easy war, mainly because, again, their troops are going to come from, you know, one side or the other. In fact, there's not even a lot of land. This is good. This is actually great. Okay, and that tidies up our West Coast adventures. Now we're going to slice America in half. We're going to go all the way from here, straight across the middle of the damn thing, and then the holy sites, and then, to be honest, how much longer has the campaign got after that? How long will it take to tidy everything up? Really, not too long at all. For a world conquest, this could be fucking quick. Are we done? Is that it? Oh, are these separate? Channel Islands? Bugger. Okay. Right, okay. Fleet levies, fleet levies, fleet levies. Go, 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 go. Don't care about that one too much. Oh, wait, that was my son? Oh, I do care about that one. Is he garbage? My glorious Japanese son is shrewd, charitable, diligent, and tough soldier. To be honest, it could be a lot worse. Wait, what happened to the... Wait, what happened to our other kid? Oh, he's just a prodigy. How did I not even notice that? We weren't even told about you. Okay, well, we got a prodigy. I mean, it's not really the powerful one we were after, but if this guy wants to become our heir, that basically means we're not losing anything. You know, no setbacks there because he can just immediately take over from us, and we're not gaining or losing anything in terms of congenital traits. We missed out on prodigy, but it's not powerful, but it's not like we can't find him a powerful wife and start again with the next generation. It's such a low chance to inherit these anyway that like prodigy is like 15% chance, powerful is like 10%. So getting both is incredibly low. We got very, very lucky just to get prodigy again for another generation. Which one? Maybe like struggle. Let's just stick with struggle. Let's stick to what we know here. He's already doing pretty goddamn well. His stats are already incredible here. I'm not making all of those Dutch double titles. We can try and go for champion rank. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because if we can get up to here, okay, 165. He's aberrant. Right, that explains why he's managed to get to the top of the society. Basically a big old Gregor Clegane style man. And then we are 154. Nailed it. Easy. No problem. Thank you. There we go. We are now champions. So now we have to beat... we have to beat 10 pretenders, I think it was, to get to the highest rank. So to get that is going to be kind of tricky, I think, to say that we've got guys with like 160 or whatever personal combat kicking around. It is going to be a little tricky. But if we manage to do that, it's another bloodline going to our repository. And that should be it. I think that's it. So same story again. We're going to mark the Celestial Emperor for special interest. We're going to enforce demands. And we're going to see if he... What? What? Wait. Where did my war score go? What? Lost control of... Where? Oh. Oh, he's counter-sieged. Haha. Alright. Wait, what? We've got his entire realm sieged to the fucking ground. He takes a single random province from a single random vassal minus... Come on, you pansy. Fuck off. That's ridiculous. What a stupid mechanic. Right. Give me this. Give me this. Let's go. Follow his advice. Fine, I'll take... Please don't give me trusting. Kill them all. Kill them all. What is this ridiculous thing? So now what else has he got? Ignore his advice. Fuck off. What else have you got? What? How is that? We've got everything. Am I going to have to siege down every sub-holding too? Because that's a real... This isn't siege, despite that... Well, oh, no, it is. Okay, it's fine. Ignore me. I'm going completely insane. I was like, okay, well, one of these is a weird province whereby he has... This one. This is what I was thinking of. Tijuana, I think is how you say that. Where we have a province there, but a holding, but not the province. I thought that was the reverse was true, so we sieged this. No, it turns out it's just siege. So let's grab this one too. I don't know what else we can do here besides just carpet siege now. It's ridiculous. A man named Dagonet appears in the court of... Thank you. Welcome, my friend. News from Brazil. I really don't care too much. There's so many pop-ups. Good lord. I'm going to turn off news from Brazil forever because it doesn't really matter too much. We'll go and visit them, you know, as soon as we're not in the middle of constant invasions here. The training as well. I mean, the training never seems to work. Like, we haven't gained a single... I think this is like a 4th or 5th instructor just in this war alone, where nothing's really going our way, even if we... I've tried following all of their advice as well, and it still doesn't seem to work. Is that it? Are we good? Can I have to repeat? Thank you. Boom. He is still landed. Oh, are you fucking joking? I completely forgot about that. It's holiday home. That's actually really, really annoying. Well, we got everything else, though. Oh, look at that. Coast to coast. That is fantastic right there. That is an incredible empire. But we've still got a lot more to do. We've got a lot more to do. We've grabbed, you know what, a fair amount. I wouldn't want to estimate. Or like a 10th. I'd say we've grabbed about a 10th there of North America, specifically North America. So... It's going to take a very... I'm probably less than that now that I look at it. It's going to take a very, very long time to get across. I mean, grabbing the Holy Sites we could probably do kind of quickly. But for all of the random stuff, I only wanted the USA. I didn't want Canada as well. Because, to be honest, it's all just snow. It's all just snow and ice. It's no use to us. It's no use to the Queen. But we'll see. We'll see how we get on. Thank you for watching. Today's been an absolutely fantastic episode for the realm. Lord Admiral, party running the Frank. 51 years of age. Immortal. Powerful man. 39 Marshal. I got a lot of goddamn realm management to do. I don't think we've got enough relatives to give all this land to, short of making duchies, and we can't afford to make all of the duchies here. We've got 23 duchies and kingdoms to make, so not really in the budget. We might have to start adding some of the glorious patron houses. So if you guys, a lot of you have already sent me names. Thank you very much for that. I will go through and grab all of those ready to do some landing with that as well. Just because I don't think the streamer dynasty can keep up with the many glorious invasions of Party Ring himself. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Series B is going to be starting in 5 days' time. I was going to do something a bit more down to earth, but it's occurred to me that I haven't really done anything sort of high fantasy for a while. So Series B actually might end up being the fancy one, and this might be this might become Series B, and the other one might be Series A. Not really sure how we're going to do that. That will be about 5 days when that's going to start. Because again, we've got a guest staying with us for the next sort of most of the week. So after that is all said and done, I will have all the time in the world to make as many series as I can possibly churn out as is humanly possible. So thank you for your patience. We'll be going to that soon. And in the meantime, let's give a thank you to the patrons making all of it possible in the first place. A big thank you to Aiden W, Alpha Scuff, Anthony Golli, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sidini, Crazy Pat Crosis, Donald, Emerald Beam, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffinato, Ghost of Protocol, Gogolus, Harik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Josh Lundeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Natbuskers 911, Nathan Flores, Necrophilin, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manus, Shayuk, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Bacchus, and William Green. Thank you for your support, the Insanity Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making the channel possible. Hope you guys are enjoying a bit of After the End here. I know a lot of people requested it. Well, I am looking at the Game of Thrones mod and sort of serious, with serious content to try and get a series done with that as soon as possible. Bear in mind, it has just gone into version 2.0, so that's definitely on my radar. Don't worry about that one. Geheimnis Nat I know has some big updates coming out soon. TM is basically been the working date for quite some time, so I'm keeping a close eye on that one. But the second that is to a playable standard, because we've had a lot of issues playing Geheimnis. Don't get me wrong, it's a very fun mod, very well designed, but there are a lot of issues associated with it that I'm still waiting for them to iron sort of various bits out before we really commit to that. But that's still something on my radar too. Big thank you as well has to go out to Asro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Better Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Don217, Easy to Pronounce Name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Serko, Compo, Grey, Haji Demar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Icy the Great, Irish, Jay Lara, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Miss Stolp, Monty, Nathaniel Limberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Samuel, Panther Payback 137, Peyton Denisar, Roshan Algar, Billionaire, Smirtworm, Soycrates, Super Nanny 089, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Volonkery, Varagon, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wilson Atef, Wolfie, Yorkus, and CK2. See you guys all tomorrow for a fresh helping of America Pie. Oh, that sounds vile in hindsight. Good God.